Back on our show this Friday morning, and Don Fields is back with us after
Here I am.
About a month hiatus.
Well, the strength camp.
Strength camp,
Strength
that's right.
camps keep me busy. You know, usually about this time I'm outside in the heat.
Working with those kids.
Having just a wonderful time with junior high
My daughter
kids.
has been participating in a
she
strength
has.
camp.
Has she? And of course, we're talking about Don Fields Fitness Centers. There are 2 locations. So what are you doing with those youngsters?
Well, it depends on their sport.
Right.
Because, you know, a lot of things about being in Louisiana is when you do your sport, you do it out in the heat. Ellie plays soccer.
Right.
You know, and it goes from one extreme to the other.
Say the
But
least.
they go into the heat. So the camp is done outside in the heat. And so, and then it depends on what sport you're in, what you're getting ready for. You know, you're a football player, you're a soccer player, you're a baseball player. So the workouts are specified for that. In the same token, it's also what is your body type, what do we need to work on, is it your feet, is it your legs, is it your upper body strength, that kind of stuff.
Are
so
you
I can
offering
tailor
more
from
of these
there.
camps as we get
Oh yeah,
closer
we
to
start
the
back
school
up in
year?
July. We start back up in July. This has just been my week breather.
Their week breather.
And then next week here we go again
Yep.
from 4 in the morning till 8 o'clock
How
at
did
night.
parents find out about it?
Oh,
Because
it's-
obviously, to me, this would be perfect. If I had a football player, I would want that football player at that camp.
Well, it's been in the paper constantly, forever and ever and ever. And then I've got my website, the www.builtbyHopkins.com.
Easy to find out.
Yeah, and it's on the Facebook. It's on just about everywhere.
Okay.
So.
Okay, wonderful. That's good because it's going to get hot.
It's going to get
not
hot.
gonna get any cooler.
And you know, that's one of the things that I did want to talk about, the fact that it's going to get hot, and it is hot. You know, we were
And it's
looking
gonna
at
stay hot.
Yeah, we were looking at the weather about the fact that we're getting so much rain. In reality, the fact that we're getting so much rain is a very, very good thing. Realize that for 27 years, I've been outside every summer. Every summer I've been outside. And the summers that we haven't had rain, you know, it's like 99, it's 100 degrees, because when we don't have rain, it doesn't cool everything off and everything just bakes, and that's when you wake up in the morning. And, you know, I've always had this campaign about how I hate scales. I hate the scales, I hate the
Throw 'em
scales, I
away.
hate the, I'm going to tell you a very good thing that you can do with the scales.
Okay.
Throw them away?
No.
So get it back out of the closet.
Well, because we're getting ready to go outside. It's the 4th of July. Everybody's going out in the heat. You need to check your body weight. You need to check your body weight at the beginning of the day and at the end of the day and the next day. Because if you drop, let's say that today you're going out and everybody's here, and you drop 8 pounds from today to tomorrow, you didn't lose 8 pounds of fat. You lost fluid.
Right.
And
Gosh,
just
is
like,
that even possible?
Yes, it's well, because you can lose 2 liters of water in an hour, but you can only absorb 1 in an hour. So if you go into the next day already down, already dehydrated, that's when you get in trouble. You want to talk about safety for the 4th of July? Make sure you hydrate, because a lot of the things that people drink over the 4th of July, whether it's soda or some kind of beverage,
alcoholic beverage,
which is a diuretic,
Right.
which actually causes you to lose fluid. So you need to pay attention to your weight as you're going through the 4th of July weekend.
Because it can cause some serious problems.
Well, yeah,
Your body can
heat
just begin
stroke
to
is not good.
shut down. Okay, we're going to exercise in a
Oh,
few.
we're going to exercise.
Can't wait. We'll be back in a minute, but first here's a community calendar. We're back with Don. Time to get started.
Here we go.
All right.
What I want to emphasize today, because we always do everything about what you can do in your home. And it's a workout program that's more paying attention to the clock and very simple exercises as you're going. Okay.
Right.
Today you're going to do a very simple squat. Okay, and you're going to do a very simple bicep curl. But what I want to show on that part is how quickly you can become fatigued in that very simple program. Now realize this doesn't mean that that's the only thing you do for the day. You actually set up an entire workout and you go through 8 different segments of it. This would be a leg exercise. This would be a bicep exercise. You could do like squats, push-ups, and bent over rows, and then you've done your upper body, your legs, and your back at the same time, or you could put some type of abdominal in. But the idea behind it is we are going to exercise for 20 seconds straight.
Okay.
After the 20 seconds, I don't care how many repetitions we do, you rest for 10 seconds. As soon as that 10 seconds is up, you go again for another 20 seconds. So you're going to do simple squats, which we're going to talk through, and you're going to do curls. Ready?
Okay.
Start.
All right.
We're going to go exactly for 20 seconds as we're going through. Now, one of the things that's important on this is realize we want to do, it's like a cardiovascular exercise.
Yeah.
But the other thing with like most exercises, you want to go slow with this, slow. Slow down and pay attention to what it is exactly that you are doing.
Make
Rest.
sure you're doing the exercise
Rest
correctly.
for 10 seconds. Rest for 10 seconds. You want to rest. That means
All right.
stop.
All right.
Because what's getting ready to happen is you're going to start right now. Go.
Okay.
And you're going to
That
go
was
back
10?
up.
Well, those 10 seconds
Now-
went quick, didn't they?
Well, and that's the whole thing, is that you come up with an exercise that you can do relatively easy. But we want to do 8 sets. 8 sets is actually a whole lot
That's a
of
lot.
sets. And you know, you start out the first time, it's like, oh, yeah, this is a piece of cake, no problem whatsoever. But then when you get into the later sets, you're like,
These
is
weights
it-
get heavier.
Yeah, is it 10 seconds yet? And
What
right
about
now,
for folks
it-
that are just beginning? What about for senior
Stop.
citizens that want to
Okay.
do this
rest.
and can't do 8 repetitions?
Well,
Can
no,
they
it's not a
do-
matter of the number of repetitions, it's time. And this is why it's perfect for them. Because start. It is any exercise that you can do. And that means if you're sitting in a chair and you've got to put your hands on the chairs to stand up and then sit back down, it doesn't matter how many repetitions that you are actually doing because it is a time-based exercise.
Okay.
And so with that in mind, you know, it doesn't really matter as far as how many repetitions that you can do. It only matters on the time. And rest. We got 10 seconds to
Let me
rest.
tell you, these weights are starting to get a
Well,
bit heavier.
that's the idea. And it doesn't matter how much weights that you are handling. What
Right.
matters is you're doing an exercise that you can do and start. So the idea behind this is you are getting some muscle and some strength benefit out of this. But
Oh,
one
yes.
Of one of the
There's
things
no
that
doubt
you're
about
going to
that.
get out of it is you're also going to get some cardiovascular.
Yes.
Because if you go through a several different series of exercises, simple as stepping up on a step and going down, doing a modified push-up and rest.
Good.
Are you starting to feel it? So
Oh, yes,
And
definitely.
that's a 10-pound weight.
Yeah, just
You're
10
sitting
pounds.
in a chair and standing up. I mean, these things start. Your 10
Initially,
seconds
when you
is up.
think, oh, 10 pounds, this is no problem.
Right, but eventually it starts to get to you, and so, and then it doesn't matter exactly what you pick. And as you get better, you know, you can do any kind of exercise. That means you could be an advanced person and pick out like 4 or 5 very hard exercises and do 8 sets of each one for 20 seconds on and 10 seconds off, and it will kill you. I know that because I've done that to myself before.
Is it 20 seconds over yet?
20, no, your 20 seconds is not over. You got 10 more seconds of your 20 seconds.
more seconds.
Actually, you only have 5 more seconds. But the idea behind this, and you both can stop. The idea behind this is it doesn't matter what fitness level you are. It doesn't matter whether you have access to 20 seconds on, 10 seconds rest. Set up an entire whole body exercise of things you can do and slowly get better at each one.
Yeah, remember 2010.
And I feel it. The cardio,
Oh,
I
my
definitely
gosh, yeah.
feel. In
And
the
that was
legs.
nothing.
And that was nothing.
Exactly.
You think
But
it's
that was something. Yeah. it was something.
Everybody have a wonderful 4
Thank
too,
you.
Don.
Same
Yeah.
to you.
Good to
See
have
you
you
next
back.
Friday.
Good to
And
have
now you won't see me next Friday. It'll be 4
Oh, if
more
I can.
weeks.
Okay.
We'll
okay.
see him near the end of June,
In August,
July.
you'll see him.
1st of August.
In
1st
August,
of
I'm
August.
back.
Plenty more to come.